It's the final countdown. Well, not the final one, but it is a countdown. These are all the games that I've played this year that have come out this year. I played even more, including like Red Dead Redemption. What else have I played? Wolfenstein, the first one. The Last of Us. So many games. So I need to kind of whittle these down to 10. Some of these are going to be easy to get rid of. I mean, I can see Star Wars Battlefront 2 there. That's going to be gone straight away. But yeah, I just want to make it super transparent so you can see exactly. And these are in order of release as well, not in any order whatsoever, apart from at the bottom, because I was using a list of on Wikipedia of games that came out, and they'd missed PUBG Last Day of June and Gang Beasts off, 3 games which are really, really good. For some reason they weren't on there. So I'm gonna go through it. So yeah, like Resident Evil 7, Biohazard. I'm not getting rid of that yet because I think that's a really good game. It's a really good horror game. Well, let's put a bit of. Actually, I'm not going to put music on in the background because I might put this on YouTube. So, I want to have any music on there. Yakuza 0 is one of my favourite games this year. It's really, really good. It's going to be so hard to get rid of some of these games. But yeah, Yakuza. Hey, Ryan! I'm Australian. I'm not Australian. No, I'm British, but I live in Barcelona. My accent's maybe, I don't know, gone a bit strange. I haven't been hanging around many British people. How you doing, Ryan? And Sean, are you good? So yeah, these are all the games I've been playing. I'm just going through. So yeah, I mean, Resident Evil 7, I'm not going to get rid of yet. Yakuza 0 was such a good game. In fact, it's kind of got me into the series. I've got it always on the shelf. I'm going to be playing Yakuza Kiwami, which is it also came out this year, but I'll be playing that next year. I hear that 0 is kind of better, so I didn't really rush to play Kiwami. Neo, another one of the really a game that I didn't expect to love as much as I did, but I did, and it was so good. Not really ever got into a Bloodborne or a Souls game, and Neo totally grabbed me by the balls, and I got really addicted to playing that game. For Honor, I mean, that came out this year. It feels like it came out years ago, but it was disappointing. I think. I mean, they had all the server problems, and the beta. I played the beta, and that was enough for me. I mean, I bought it when it was on real cheap, but no, it didn't hook me. I didn't even play the single player. The multiplayer was okay, but I was expecting these massive epic battles with people, but they're just slightly longer battles, so that weren't really that good in the end. You know, if you won, you won, great, then you moved on. If you didn't win, well, you had to restart somewhere and respawn. It wasn't a game like, what's it called, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, you know, where you're dead for the round. That might have been better. Night in the Woods, just finished that today. Brilliant game, loved it. I'm not going to get rid of that yet, but that was so good. There's been a few games that have been all about mental health issues and people's mental health as general, depression, looking at schizophrenia, grief. Another one later, but yeah, that was really good as Night in the Woods. So I'll keep that on there. Horizon Zero Dawn, really, really good game. Didn't grip me as much as it did other people, but could make it to the top 10. So I'll keep that on there. 1-2 Switch was terrible. I played it a lot, though, with friends, and I took it to work. And the students that I was showing the Switch off to kind of liked it. But it's very limited. There's a few cool games. I think many people have said it should be a game that was bundled with the Switch, so I'm going to get rid of that because that's not going to be there. Snip Eclipse was good. I mean, that was quite a difficult game, Snip Eclipse. I found it I played it a lot with people at work and students, but they found it quite difficult. It wasn't kind of a party game that you'd really play. Maybe it is. I don't know. I just didn't really play it too much. Well, I played like 10 hours or so, but it was. Yeah, that's another one that just didn't quite grab me. It was all over the place, like the selections and what you were meant to be doing. I didn't quite understand. Okay, this kind of game is available in party mode, but it's not available on solo mode or co-op mode. It was, yeah. So that's gone. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, yeah, that game is incredible. 60 hours I put into it, which is a lot less than a lot of people. But even when I hear people talking about it or I see somebody streaming it, it's like, oh, yeah, that game blew me away. That is definitely in my top 10, guaranteed. Nier Automata? Yeah, it didn't grab me. I think it was a kind of an uglyish world. I liked the combat in it. Just kind of, button mashing, flying around. Bit crazy Japanese stuff. So I mean, I'll cut that a bit later, but it was really good. But it didn't grab me. I didn't finish it, and it probably won't make the top 10. So there's a lot more that are gonna go before then. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. I just recently played that with Mellum, and it was a really cool co-op game. But a lot of people say it's quite repetitive, and what I've played so far, I mean, it hasn't been too repetitive, but I can see that it might do. I don't think it'd be a fun single player game. I did enjoy it. This is gonna be such a difficult list to do. No, it's not gonna make the top 10. But it's a good game. Definitely worth a recommendation. And to be honest with that, I'm going to get rid of Nier Automata as well, because that's not going to make the top 10, but it's another game that's really good. Mass Effect Andromeda. It's the first Mass Effect I've finished, and I really liked it. As a space game, as a cool space game. As someone who hasn't finished any of the other Mass Effects, I've only played like a couple of hours. Next year, I'm hopefully going to do a full playthrough of all 3 of them. That's definitely a wine out. Yeah, so Mass Effect Andromeda will not be on here because it was just kind of a straightforward, spacey, kind of cool game. The worlds, it looked pretty, but the gameplay, like the world, I wouldn't like to live in that world. It's weird. It didn't, like I've said about Horizon Zero Dawn, it didn't kind of grab me. It didn't make me love it. So that's not there. Persona 5, I did love, and that's a world I would love to be in. So cool. Makes me want to go to Japan right now. That and Yakuza. Maybe not Neo. But Yakuza and Persona. 2 games that made me want to go and visit Japan right away. What Remains of Edith Finch. Now, that is a contender for actually my favourite game. I quite like the narrative-based games. Well, what some people call walking simulators. Although I'd call that a walking... Like Night in the Woods is not a walking simulator, but that's kind of narrative. Whereas Edith Finch is kind of more linear. Like that. It's like reading a book. You never get people complaining about books being too linear, do you? But yeah, What Remains of Edith Finch, I mean, that was a really good game, and it's definitely going to be in my top 10. Get this. Kind of grip me. Another, game similar to Night in the Woods that thinking about Night in the Woods, I'm not sure if it did focus on mental health. I don't know if that was just like something that just ran alongside the mystery solving. Because I thought, oh, okay, the end, all this big mystery thing is going to be all, all in her head. But then, like, no, actually, there was a mystery there that just needed to be solved. So, whereas Edith Finch is kind of similar as well, but that main mystery in Edith Finch, like how they all survived, or how they all died, sorry, or why they died, or why there was a curse. I'm not quite sure whether that's done as well, but the rest of it is like the art style, the varied art style, and the way that it's done is just, is incredible. So I'll keep that, definitely. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I don't want to get rid of that yet as well, because that was so good. I loved Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I mean, I've got Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U, played it a fair bit, but playing this on the Switch and being able to just have people drop in on my friends list, I think the only thing I hate about that game is if you win, they punish you. So yeah, let's send some blue shells and give the guy behind you loads of red shells, and it's infuriating. It's great if you're not winning. Like a few times I played online just a few days ago, and I was like 9th for the entire time, and then somehow on the last few corners, I went up to 4th or 3rd. Yeah, it can be infuriating, but it's Mario Kart, isn't it? It's not like a driving sim. And I'll keep that on. Little Nightmares was a really fun game. Dark and strange. I played it in a whole day. I liked the art style, I loved the message. So good, but it's not going to be my top 10. Neither is Prey. Prey, another game that I liked. I liked the feel of it. It felt really cool. A bit of a gritty shooter. Really dark. I always felt underpowered in that game. And I was sneaking everywhere, and yeah, I had loads of options. It was a really good game. I didn't get around to finishing it. I got around to one of the endings, which was bizarre. And then I looked at why. Yeah, I thought the ending was quite weird. And then I looked online at what the actual story was behind Prey and thought, wow, that's really cool. But yeah, so, I mean, Prey, I'm not going to put on the top 10, but it was a fun game. Rhyme, yeah, another similar to Edith Finch, Night in the Woods kind of game focused on mental health issues. Which, if you haven't played it, surprise! But at the end of it, you go, okay, so that's why there were different levels. And that was sweet. Cool art style, kind of cartoony at times. And yeah, I really liked that game, but it's not top 10. Now there's Tekken 7. I've never been really into fighting games, so I didn't enjoy it as much as I'm sure some people did, but it looked great. A bit of the story mode was cool. I never even imagined that fighting games would actually have a decent story. So that was nice. And I think if anybody ever came around and said, oh, I love fighting games, I'd just bring out Tekken 7 and we'd bash controllers. Button bashing anyway. That sounds wrong. Tekken 7 is not on the list, but good game. Dirt 4. I'm not gonna include Dirt 4 in this list mainly because Dirt Rally was a better game, and I don't know how you can how you can make the game look worse when it's a sequel. When did Dirt Rally? Because I played Dirt Rally on the PC. Dirt Rally came out in 2015. So 2 years later, they brought out Dirt 4, and that somehow doesn't look as good. I don't know, but it was fun to play online. I liked actually racing other cars rather than just doing time trials. But like if they'd kept the Dirt Rally look and the visuals from that, then I think it would probably be on my top 10. ARMS, I was desperate to love this game. Really, really desperate to love it. I thought this could be a really, really cool game. But no, it was just let down. It was just kind of the same thing. Like their tournament where you have to win 10 fights was just super boring. Like it just did that, and like one or two of these were random where you weren't actually fighting someone, you had to punch down bottles or something like that. I don't know. It was disappointing, and I think they've added some stuff, but they just recently said that they're not going to be adding any more, and that was it. So, oh well. It's gone. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Insane because it drove me insane when I was trying to finish that first island on the first game. Apparently the shape of the I can't remember what they would call it, the shape of the character, whatever, that's not the same shape as it, like in the original game that it was shaped like a rectangle. Crash was shaped like a rectangle, so when you jumped on it you could be kind of just on the edge and you would stay on it, but they made it go back to the third game in where he's like shaped like an oval. So it was really difficult to actually jump on things. And yeah, that drove me insane. I played a bit of the third one, I want to say. And I didn't play any of the second. But the first one was really infuriating. Third one was a lot better. I did like 4 levels. Is that the Vortex Strikes Back? Might be the second one, I don't know. But that one was a lot better. But yeah, so I won't put that on there. But it was a good game. Splatoon 2. Yeah, I mean it's more Splatoon on a Switch, which plays really well. I enjoyed it. There's loads of bizarre decisions with the multiplayer. kind of sucks that you can't. I don't know if it's good or bad, but yeah, you get stuck. Like, you can add your friend to the lobby, but they're not guaranteed to be on your team, which is kind of cool if you're not against a really well organized team. But yeah, it's not the best. Sonic Mania is I mean, yeah, Splatoon 2. I'm gonna take off because it's not top 10. How many games have I got in my top 10 so far? 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, woo. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be a bit more brutal. What about guys in the chat? Is anyone in there got a game that they really like that's top 10? Hey, Sean. Oh, I removed the game that you really liked. Which one was it? Sonic Mania. It's Sonic. It's just like old Sonic. I'm not a big fan of Sonic, but Sonic Mania, kind of, I played it a bit. My friend I mean, she doesn't really play video games at all, but she used to play Sonic as a kid, and when I showed her that, she was obsessed. She went past my save file, so I was like, I had to delete it. Yeah, it's a little bit frustrating, but it's more Sonic. It's not a game that I would, go out my way to play. But if I'm sitting on the train and... well, actually, now there's more games on the Switch. There are other games I would play. But yeah, Sonic Mania isn't on there. Oh, you like Mass Effect, Sean. Okay, you're in the minority, aren't you? A lot of people dislike that game intensely, but... Did you play the originals? What did you... Get a bit more wine? What did you think compared to the originals, if you played those? Then Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. We're going down now. You played 2 and 3. 1 isn't that good. Uncharted: The Lost Legacy is a brilliant game. It's really beautiful. I love the open world section. I wonder if that's what they're testing for the next... next night. Well, it'll be The Last of Us, won't it? Last of Us 2. I don't know if there'll be an open world section to that. Yeah, Naughty Dog. That. But yeah, I liked it. They tested, it was meant to be a DLC, but then it was a standalone game, and it went all. Yeah, I liked what they did with that game a lot, and it looked really pretty. So I think I'll keep that on there. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Yeah, I mean, it's XCOM. I played it with XCOM. Hey, Jamie, thanks so much for the follow. How are you doing? What's your game of the year? I'm not going to put Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle in the top 10, but I really liked it, and I'm going to probably go back to it. I didn't finish the first world. That's, I mean, how little I was gripped by it. But it looked really pretty, and it was kind of fun working out the little things, and yeah. I recommend it. A lot of these games I'd actually recommend. Life is Strange Before the Storm is not a game I'd recommend. Well, if you've played the original, maybe play it just to kind of see how it's, how Chloe became Chloe, how she learned the word Hella. And, yeah, I mean, it's a bit boring. I don't like any of the characters. I hated Chloe in the original game, and this game just kind of, made me realise just how annoying she is. Nearly all the characters in it are horrible. So yeah, these are I'm going through down from the top. Hey, parking lot Baltimore, yeah, Wolfenstein will definitely be top 10. What I kept thinking with my own Rabbids is, why Rabbids? Yeah, I mean, it's Ubisoft. It's a Ubisoft game. To be honest, I think the Rabbids made that game so much fun. Life is Strange Before the Storm, goodbye. You're not on there. Divinity Original Sin 2. I've played 13 hours, I want to say. 14, oh. Played 14 hours of Divinity Original Sin 2. It's good, it just feels really slow. It feels like a really slow-paced game, but the writing's amazing. Combat's fun. I don't understand why anybody would play that co-op though, because there's so much lore and stuff to learn that you kind of can't really mix and match with other people, because when one person's talking to someone, you can't hear what they're saying or what they're replying with, and I don't think you get the full experience in co-op. I might play that with a group of people. I'll keep it on. It's, hey, Mellum! Holla, balla. Thanks so much for the host. I'm whittling down that Steam library. I mean, yeah, this Steam library, and this is only me. I've only been like PC gaming for not that big actually, is it? Seems to have crashed a bit now. Ellen, what have you done? Broken my game. Allah, Allah. Yeah, there's quite a few games in that though. But like, yeah, all those Star Wars games I got from a Steam bundle. Football Manager 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 17. Guess where I was when I was a bit bored? Cool. Yes, these are the top ones here. These are the ones I haven't. They're in like the short list, the long list, and these ones I'm just going through. So Divinity Original Sin 2, I'm going to keep that on there because it's it's a different type of game I would play, and I really liked it. Oh, Melon got second. Oh, so he wants to do some duos with me to get first. How are you doing, Cow Pow? What's everyone's game of the year? I think I might have already asked most of you this. Tell me. Destiny 2 is definitely not going to be in the top 10. It was very disappointing. I think I heard somebody say that Destiny 1 feels like a sequel to Destiny 2, and I agree. Destiny 2 is just like a hollow shell of... It's like an Easter egg. You get it, and you think, wow, that looks amazing. But it's hollow inside. And then you finish it really quickly. Whereas Destiny 1 is like a big bag of Cadbury's cream eggs. Where there's lots of little things, but they take you a long time to get through. Star Wars, says Melon. Yeah, Rhyme, or Rimmy. Rhyme was good, and that ending did things, man. It did make me go... NBA 2K18, I put that on there because I played it, but it's one of the worst games, most disappointing. In fact, NBA 2K18 is the most disappointing game of the whole year. I mean... It doesn't... I mean, I got it on the Switch, and it doesn't even look good on the Switch. That was the main thing about NBA games, that they look amazing. Looks terrible on the Switch, like a PS2 game. And the career mode, you can only increase your, like, however many points your character has by just, like, competing in so many games. It's pretty much just a loot box grind. You buy that game for $60, and then if you want to get off the bench, you have to spend, like, another 40. So I played the career mode of NBA 2K18, and for, like, 4 games, I didn't even get off the bench. I was like, okay, this game's just wanting me to buy. It's crap. NBA 2K18, crap. Cuphead, yeah, good game for people who like those type of games, but I didn't like it. It wasn't for me. It wasn't enjoyable. No, yeah, I liked it when I beat the carrot boss. I was like, yes, yes. Oh no, I've got to play another boss now. So no. FIFA 18, more FIFA game, more blah. More blah blah blah. It's all the same, really. I know they've updated it. I played it on Switch, so it's the same engine as before. It's not the new Frostbite or whatever. And there's no story mode to it. Just the same. I mean, I played it. There we go. It's gone. Oh, you didn't like Cuphead? Was it like the difficulty, or did you not? That's the style. I really like the style and the music. I mean, it's not my type of music, but it went well with the style. Yeah, same with you then. Yeah, the art was really cool. Forza Motorsport 7. It's a really pretty game. I still want a game like that to have a career mode, like a proper career mode, like oh, what was it? Grid. Grid 2 was the last really good racing game I remember. And it had a really cool career mode. JP, oh wait, I don't have any sound effects on this one. Whatever you're saying wrong about, you're wrong. Hey, Agent Warlock. Just trying to whittle down. These are my games that are in the long list before we get down to the final 10. Forza Motorsport 7, yeah, it's just like the career mode didn't grab me, but the game looks stunning. It's so good, but it's not my top 10. Middle Earth Shadow of War, oh, that game was disappointing for me as well. It felt like they were doing too much. The original game was just amazing. You know, JP, I've already deleted Bloodborne from this. Shadow of War, though, it's Middle Earth. What was it called? Shadow of Mordor. That one was great, but this one it felt like, oh, they were trying to be too big and too complicated and do all this stuff, and oh, you failed, you got to repeat all of this. And yeah, I mean, the battle, the fighting, and it's just, yeah, they're like, hey, you like all that stuff you did last time? Then yeah, here's 10 times the amount of stuff of that, and it just felt a bit too much. So yeah, no Middle Earth Shadow of War. Melon, do you want to come in the chat, or are you doing something? I mean, it'll be mainly me talking to you at you what I thought of these games. This is like my personal top 10, but it'll be cool to chat if you want. I don't feel like I'm talking to myself.
Hey.
Ah, here he is. It's the one, the only. The middleman. Oh, wow, we haven't got you on
I'm done now.
Yeah, we finished.
Yeah, I'm finished.
So at the moment, in my top 10, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 11 games for my top 10, and there's still quite a few more I'm gonna have to go through.
Yeah.
JPS, how I like Night in the Woods. I love Night in the Woods. Look, it made it to the short list, the long list. Baltimore asks why Fortnite isn't on the list, because it's early access. Baltimore, I'm gonna stick to games that are out. But this is the full page now.
What's the difference between long list and short list?
Long list is like, so these are all the games that I've played. So this was just like the non list, we'll call that.
Oh yeah.
Then now I'm just gonna, the games that I think could possibly argue to go in the top 10 I'm making now, and then I'll finally just get rid of the 5 or 6 extras.
Yeah, okay.
Knight says Assassin's Creed Origins not making the cut. Like it looked pretty. I enjoyed it, and it was a nice change. But I've never had an Assassin's Creed where I actually got to the end of the campaign. I always got bored halfway through, and that's kind of what's happened with Origins. I think I'll go back to it though a bit.
Yeah, you didn't finish it?
No, I just got to the pyramids, level 19 or 20, I think. No, I don't think
I've never finished a Ubisoft game.
No?
Oh, it's really fun for a short while, but that's Ubisoft.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I mean, the Division was great. I finished that, and maybe we'll have to finish Wildlands. That's why I actually deleted Wildlands, because I thought I haven't played it enough, but it's a really good co-op game. But I haven't played it enough. No, I mean, I deleted it from the list.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Alton says, I deleted Nier. Yeah, I did. See you later. I deleted Nier because I haven't played it enough to form a really good opinion on it.
No, me neither.
But the music was
apparently
amazing.
It is, if we play it 5 times or something.
Yeah.
Apparently we're gonna think it's the best game ever made.
Nier's a game I'm gonna play again next year. There's so many games from this year I want to play next year, so that I'm gonna have to really. Yeah, I will play Nier eventually.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it kind of didn't grab me. I love the style, but I know what people were saying when they said the world was kind of ugly.
Yeah.
And it feels, what was it? The guys at Giant Bomb called it like an MMO without the people. Like an empty MMO, which is like exactly how it felt.
Yeah.
But compared to some games that I really liked, the combat in that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins.
And I think the story, isn't it more like it's the game that you actually can say, but you don't understand it, bro.
Yeah, and I think that's what I think people who play it like to pretend it's the best game because they understand it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Assassin's Creed Origins I'll keep on just for the lols, but no, I'll keep it on just to see if we'll get to the top 10. Wolfenstein 2. Oh, that game.
I'm curious.
I mean, that's definitely top 10 without a doubt. Yeah, that's top 5. I think I loved it. There was the guys at Giant Bomb. They do their Game of the Year stuff, and they have loads of awards. And they made a separate, because they always have a best moment. And this year they made their own best Wolfenstein 2 moment, because there were so many. Because they were like, well, yeah, if we include Wolfenstein in the best moment, then it's gonna win like the top 3. Yeah. So good. Did you see in my Discord who the first person that Hitler kills is?
Yeah.
But like, I thought for a moment it was like they'd used his voice to sound it, but it wasn't. But it was actually like the character was of him. And apparently, if you find some, if for people a bit of a spoiler alert, but Hitler kills Ronald Reagan, who is an act because he doesn't. Just after he pisses into a bucket. I mean, that game is something else. I just felt like I never ever once thought, oh, I'm a bit bored in Wolfenstein 2. Not once. Like, and it was always something different, or you're in a TV studio, or you're in a courtroom, or you're on an executioner's block, or you're going through Manhattan in like a nuked out New York. It's every single part of that, and it moves on really quickly as well. So you never
You're never bored.
No, you never think, oh god, I've got to go and walk all the way over here.
But I remember that before the middle part where the weird things happens.
Which one? When you become a little lighter.
Yeah. When you lose yourself.
That's right. Yeah.
I remember thinking, this is cool.
But,
compared to the first game, it's just a
similar, maybe
horror version.
Yeah. I don't know.
But after and also when you get like the new way to play, like you got the battering ram, I got the sneaking thing.
And apparently you can find the others, so you can actually suit up.
Yeah, I did so, but I didn't want to tell you because it would take you 2 hours maybe or something.
Yeah, I know. I kind of wanted to rush through it so I could play it. But yeah, that's a game I'm definitely going to go back to. Only thing I really didn't like was the shooting.
Yeah.
But apparently that's
you played on PS4.
Yeah. Right. Oh, it's terrible. And apparently aim assist was on. Hey, Chrisar, how's it going?
Yeah, but aim assist doesn't work when you're not aiming down sights.
Even when I was aiming down sights, I was like shooting around a person. Like, I pretty much, if they looked behind them, the wall would have just been the outline of their body, I'm sure. But I when I played it on PC, it was okay. Another thing that lets it down is the PC part. I really didn't like, but I think I'm not the only one. Skanky was in the chat, and he said that he thought it was a really bad port as well. But you didn't have any problems, did you?
I might have bought it, refounded, and pirated.
Oh, really?
I might have done that.
You might have done that, but you would never admit that, would you?
No, I never admit it.
So, did you have a few problems with the...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, PC port, don't buy Wolfenstein on PC, guys. And if you're on PS4, just play it on easy because you're going to miss most of your bullets.
Yeah. And Jordan had one really good point about the game.
Yeah.
But it's really not bad because that's just up to what you like. But the best parts of the game is cinematic.
Yeah, although
so it's like it could have been a good movie.
Yeah, it kind of was. Although some parts of it I really liked. Like the ending was great. With the axe, but also when you got that gun that just kind of the red ball that blew up those giant things. Course. That was fun. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, the cinematic stuff was the.
But it is the cinematic stuff that really carries the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's a story-based game. It's not down
to. But it's like that in Metal Gear as well.
Yeah.
Oh, don't. It's like it is the cinematics that really carries the game. The gameplay is like meh.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool.
If they made that game, if they made the actual shooting and the gameplay even more fun, that'd be like my #1 game, definitely.
Yeah.
Chris says no Destiny 2 on the list. It was on the list and I removed it. I said it's like an Easter egg. You know, you buy it and you think, oh, this looks amazing, and then it's just all hollow inside, and you enjoy it for a little bit.
One little chocolate bite, but it's over in 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then the DLC is like, oh wait, you can have a mini egg if you want. Like, no, I don't want that. The South Park game, I didn't play the new South Park game. I was waiting to finish the original, which I will do one day maybe. But I heard the new one's not as good. It's made by a different. It's not as funny, and it's made by a different company, I think, or it's made by a different.
I haven't played any of it, but I heard some people say that it is just as good as the first one, but you don't get that. I don't know. Everybody got that feeling that they they made something new with the first game.
Yeah, and it was.
And you don't get that revolutionary feeling the
No.
second time.
When I first played the first South Park, I was just blown away. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
that is.
And how can
insane.
you have this kind of language in a video game?
Yeah.
It's like
oh, you're mocking Jews in a video game. That's
yeah,
interesting. My favorite bit, the main thing that I remember about that game more than anything is when you go to Cartman's mum and Cartman's like, don't speak to her, she's not part of the game. I just thought like breaking the fourth wall totally there. Yeah. It's just so funny. Perfect. Destiny 2 was cool. Yeah, favorite game is Thimbleweed Park. Oh yeah, I really want to play that game. It like harps back to old point and click adventures, similar to like Broken Sword and maybe before that. But yeah, Thimbleweed Park, I actually have it, but I have not played it. So
I have to check that out.
Yeah, it's really kind of old school point and click, and it was, I think it's like the Stardew Valley of point and clicks. You know, like it looks really old, but they've maybe done better than the old games used to be.
Yeah,
so I'll give that. It's the same guy who made Monkey Island. Tim Schafer, is it?
Yeah.
I was just talking about him. What was it? Towiki, Thimbleweed Park. Just make sure. Ron Gilbert, is it? I don't recognize him. Ron Gilbert. Yeah, Monkey Island and Manic Mansion. Okay, but yeah, LucasArts. Colton doesn't like pixelated 8-bit stuff. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't. I know what you mean, Colton. With Stardew Valley, it's not kind of grabbed me as much.
Cuphead wasn't pixel, Colton.
No, but I think you liked the arts. I think, was it Colton that said he liked the art style of?
Oh, okay. I just thought he said it was pixel. 8-bit.
I think he's talking about. I think he's talking about the those type of Thimbleweed Park stuff. Yeah, Hellblade. Hellblade's a game that I had kind of on my list, but I'm pretty sure on Steam it wasn't as cheap as I thought it could be. Let me go and have a look how much Hellblade is. Yeah, $22.49. It was. I've heard stuff about that game. It's only 25% off. If that game would was half off, I might have played it. But I don't know. Always got it got meh reviews. Everyone then when the Game of the Year stuff's come around, everyone's gone saying it was like one of the best games. I don't quite get that.
I think people maybe wanted the action game, and it's not that.
No, it's another. I've got so many games that like one of either the main theme or a sub theme of it is mental health. I need to really kind of cut down on it, or people will read into that. But maybe Super Mario Odyssey is the first. It's actually the first Super Mario game that I finished, and I loved every second of it. It was brilliant. That level design, they probably got the people who've the best people in the world to make levels. Seemed to be on that game, because it's just everywhere you expected to find something, there was something there, and even when you just went up to something that looked slightly out of place, you could find a whole new thing. And that game's so good, and the fact you go back and you can play every level again, discovering loads of new stuff. And no, Super Mario Odyssey is definitely on there. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I saw Dagenmar play it yesterday.
Yeah, I went to look at him, and then he was in a world that I hadn't unlocked. Unlocked. So I was like, "Whoa, nope, I'm not going on there."
Yeah, and it was just sick all the things he did, and how smart the game has become. With all the you just look away in an angle, and you just it's a key over there. I see, and it's brilliant. It's stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
you can't go 100% it.
No, and then when they actually release, when you finish it and you can go back to the worlds that you visited, they've changed the world a bit. So because you're unlocking loads more moons, because you're trying to find loads more moons. Some of them that look a bit like stars, but yeah, you unlock some new moons, but there'll be different challenges to get those moons in the world. So it's just playing it again, and it looks stunning. That could come out on a PS4, and you'd be like, "Wow, this is there's no game I don't think that looks that good." So yeah, Call of Duty World War II. I mean, no, that's not going to make the top 10, but it was the first Call of Duty I really enjoyed the multiplayer of. And I think we're going to play a bit, aren't we, on the 5th, Mellum?
Yeah,
that's
a bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 24 hours, so we should probably get a couple of hours of that. Oh my god, that's in... The 5th is in 7 days, because now
I played some Call of Duty today.
I saw, yeah, it looked like PUBG to me.
Yeah. I got really salty.
Did you? You getting salty? Yeah. I noticed that some games make you really salty, Mellum.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. What was the other one? Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes Fortnite gets you quite salty.
Yeah.
It's you're turning
I'm
into
just a salty person.
Turning into Ben Dixon, I think.
Yeah.
Call of Duty World War II. So yeah, I haven't even played the campaign because it's in Spanish. Because when they released the game in Spain on the physical version, they refused to allow anyone to change the language to English. It was only in Italian or Spanish.
Has it been patched yet?
Sorry?
Has it been patched?
Oh, patched.
Yeah.
Nope.
Patcheted.
I quite like patcheted.
Yeah.
Patchetized. They've not patched. It's not I don't think it's a thing that they think is a problem. So just gonna be stuck with playing that in Spanish. I don't think I'll ever play the campaign. But the multiplayer I enjoyed, like with what we played. It was kind of just fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gone. Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Well, I played the Ultra Sun version. It was cool, but it's pretty much identical to Pokemon Sun. I haven't even... Apparently they've improved it slightly, but no, that's not going to make the list. Pretty much identical. You'll have to play the new Fortnite game mode when it comes out. Star Wars Battlefront 2. I included that on there just because... Just for fun. It's so good. No, it's not. It looks amazing. It looks stunning.
No. The last game looked amazing.
Yeah, but this one looks really good on PC. It plays super well. But apparently the servers are really bad now on Star Wars Battlefront 2. So like it's all laggy. But that game is just really boring. Super boring. I played it for an hour and I was bored. I was like bored midway through my first match. I was like, well, this is kind of boring. All I'm doing is going to someone, shooting a few maybe AI people, and then if I can, maybe shoot one other person. And then sometimes I'm rewarded and I can go inside this giant tank thing and shoot a few people until I blow up. It's just, it's a boring game. And I hear that the campaign's not much better.
Yeah.
Nope, that doesn't make it. Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. I played about an hour of that, and that's crap. Just Animal Crossing's like meant to be. When I think of Animal Crossing, I think of Stardew Valley type, huge areas where you can go and visit other people. That's nothing. There's like a tiny little area. You go and shake some trees or something. You go and fetch the fruit from them.
To be fair, the name is Pocket Camp.
I think that's a play on. Have you ever had a pocket camp, Hello?
A pocket camp?
Yeah, it's like when you put up camp, you put a tent. It's like a tent in your trousers.
Oh,
I think that's what it is. I think it's a play on that. It's been a perv. But yeah, no, it is boring, boring, and they want you to buy stuff which I don't like.
I never played any Animal Crossing. I don't even know what it is.
It's kind of
a breeding game, I guess.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, no.
Sounds really like a Nazi game.
Yeah, it's just like for Nazis. It's like farming, but for Nazis. Yeah, just like that. It's okay. I mean, I played the Animal Crossing on the 3DS, and it's got the rolling pin look. Have you ever seen that where you're walking? When you walk, it's not a flat surface that you're walking on. You're like walking on a rolling pin.
Yeah.
And I don't like that at all. It just feels really cheap and as though it feels like really cheap and I don't know. It feels like a game that's really. Like it's for something a few generations behind. I think we've evolved from the rolling pin look. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's a game I'm currently playing on the Switch. It's really good. Combat. It's weird. It's Japanese. A few games on my list. Weird and Japanese. I'll keep that on the list. It's great, but I don't know if it'll make it to the final 10. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is more Xenoblade. It's fighting things. It's a huge game. You can just play it for 100 hours, I think. It's not a game I'll finish probably ever, but I'll keep playing it when I'm a bit bored. If I've got a couple of hours and I'm not at home. See, that's the reason. Those type of games I would not even buy. I would not buy a Xenoblade Chronicles game because I'd be like, well, I'll play it for a few hours at home and then there'll be another game that comes out. But the fact it's for the Switch kind of would make it so much fun. Like if I'm flying somewhere, so maybe next time I go to Norway, I can take it because it was due to be delivered a few days before I went to Norway, but I had loads of problem with the postal service here in Spain because it's Spain and I didn't get it. But I've played it a little bit like on the way and back and to and from work, and that was great. And I'll probably still play it on the way to and from work. So, but does it do anything different? No, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed playing it, and that's kind of what the list is about. Is like what games you enjoy. PUBG. Now that is a game I do enjoy playing, and I'm so glad they released it this year. Yeah, sometimes. Have they? What are the servers like?
This is a game that actually makes you salty as well.
Yeah, it makes me salty when it lags.
Yeah,
that's the main thing that really annoys me. What's it been like? Because you've been playing it today, haven't you?
Yeah, for me it's been perfect today. I don't know, maybe it's.
Oh, they updated it
when you play.
Oh no, they updated it last night when it had a big server upgrade and that.
Ah, okay, because it's flawless.
Oh, well, it seems like they've fixed it. Yeah, there was a big update. That was we had to stop playing last night, and then they've had a few problems since it came back online, but it seems like it's working really well. And did you get a 50-50 chance of the maps?
Yeah, I played 2-3 rounds.
Yeah.
I got first one was the old map, and then one on, I think maybe 2 on the new one.
Oh, that's good. I hope they keep.
I guess it's around 50-50.
Yeah, that's fine. I think a lot of because they were before. I think it was everyone was going for the new map was mainly favored, but everyone was like, well, no, actually, we really like the old map. So, yeah, that's.
But what was the ratio before?
I've no idea. Actually, I don't know, but it wasn't.
I guess they don't want to tell that because that's some marketing dudes that probably made that number.
Yeah. So now they're just going like, no, let's just keep it 50-50 because people want to play. I think they wanted loads of people. I think what it is, they wanted loads and loads of people to play the new map and try to find out like any problems or any bugs, which makes sense. It seems like
30 says Jackal.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can understand what they want. They want people to really, pile onto that new map and just to find any bugs or any problems, which there were some. I had floating plants and stuff.
But if you ask me, companies should really start to be really careful about doing, like, taking choices for the players.
Yeah, let them.
Some games has done this this year, and everybody has been caught, and everybody's they get so much hate for it.
Which ones are you thinking of?
Like Destiny.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, you don't want to play. This needs to be a game that you play and come back to. It's like, no, most people don't. They put a game down and then they don't come back to it.
Yeah. Just let the player play the game.
Yeah.
And fuck off.
Exactly. Let them play the game and fuck off. Jackal says, I wish we could choose the map ourselves. I mean, yeah, I can understand why not, because then otherwise people
the one map would die.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Because even if you were playing that game, it's like, well, yeah, most people play this map. That's the map you would end up choosing. Yeah. So I kind of like that it's 50-50.
But I agree. I also a part of me wish that I could choose as well. But I know myself, I would just play the old map over and over and over.
Yeah, me too. I still at 160 hours, and I'm still wanting to just play that old map.
Yeah.
But the new one's growing on me. I think we just need to learn like where things are. I'm kind of liking that seaside town in the southwest. That's just I've got good memories of that. But that game, like, yeah, you get good memories every time you play that. In fact, did you see that video that I sent you of Jim Sterling?
No.
He was like, this is the guy who's like the saltiest. He moans about everything. He gave Zelda Breath of the Wild 7 out of 10 and got like hate mail and stuff from it.
I know who he is.
Oh, he's really strict, and he's moaned in the past about how terrible PUBG is. And then he played it on the Xbox for a bit,
Yeah.
and then was like, yeah, I was gonna moan, and it's like, yeah, and at the start it was a bit bad, and it's like, but now I kind of, it's like, but I know I used to understand why people liked it. I understood what the draw was, and he's like, so while I was making this video, I kind of got addicted to it. He's pretty much said that like he was getting some videos for his like PUBG like quick play, and ended up just really getting into it and really liking it. And apparently on Xbox they've patched it, and it's it's not bad at all now.
I have heard it
Have
has hurt me before.
Have you played it in the last week or two?
No, I should download it again.
Yeah, I mean Manny plays it on, and Andres seems to be really into it.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's had quite a few. It's had quite a few updates, and like the frame rate and stuff stable. But I mean, I'm playing it on 140 or 100. No, it goes around 120, 110 frames per second. So it'll look a big difference to me. But he said, like in the video, if you're going into that game fresh, you won't think anything of the frame rate.
Yeah, that's right. Now
So,
I play it on 60, so for me it's not that bad.
It might not. Yeah, you might not notice a huge difference down to 30.
And I have since I play it on 60, I can upscale it to 120%.
Okay, yeah.
And the game looks so fucking pretty.
It's a pretty game.
Yeah.
The new map's really pretty.
Yeah.
It's bad, and also they've done something apparently to the game where when you're loading in, it shouldn't be as jerky as before.
Yeah, that's
okay. Got two more on these lists. Last Day of June. That game was, I'd hyped it up to be better, I think, than it was, but it was really good. Like it was one of those puzzle solving ones where you repeat the same thing. I mean, at the end, that game is the only game on this list that's made me kind of tear up a little bit.
Yeah,
it was so good, and it kind of it was. I'm gonna keep that game on there just until I can make it down to the final 10. But yeah, Last Day of June was brilliant, really beautiful game.
Yeah,
a really nice story.
A little tip: if you're ever gonna play Finding Paradise, don't stream it.
No, is To the Moon came out this year, didn't it?
No, it's 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Oh, it must be like the Mac version that came out this year then, because I was going through.
Yeah.
And the other game was Gang Beasts, and I mean,
that's a game.
That is a game now. It's out. It's kind of got bugs, and it's really, I mean, it's as buggy as hell.
Yeah.
But it's a really, really fun game to play. But I've only played it for 3 or 4 hours. It's not like PUBG's kind of grabbing me. It's just like a funny little game to play, but it won't make the top 10. But the Gang Beasts is definitely a good game that I can't wait to see what it's like in a few years.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But I hope, but we should probably wait until it's actually released. But that Fall Flat game.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, is it Person Fall Flat or Human Fall Flat?
Human Fall Flat.
Yeah. What's it like?
We should get that when it's done.
Yeah. Oh, it's €7.49. Tell you what, I might get it. And just turn off the because that would be kind of a fun game, I think, to play on the 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Have you got it?
But I heard it's really boring right now.
Do you have it?
Maybe it's fun for a little bit.
Have you got it?
No, but I can get it.
I mean, I think it's €7.49 right now, and
it's nothing.
Yeah, I might get it because even if it does get better, at least I'll have bought it at probably the cheapest price.
Yeah.
Chris is going to Drammen. Ooh.
Ah.
Yeah, I'll get that €7.49. It's probably not going to be cheaper than that. I mean, we can play it for half an hour or something during the 24-hour stream. Which, guys, 5th of January.
But I saw some of the. Oh yeah, sorry about.
So no, say the 5th of January is Melum and I are going to be playing We're going to be playing for 24 hours, and included in that will be PUBG, Call of Duty, bit of everything really.
Yeah.
Which it'll fly by. Fluffy enjoyed it, says Baltimore. Well, Fluffy enjoys it.
Yeah, but I saw that stream, and he also almost pulled out his hair.
Yeah.
Because it's so janky.
Okay. Well, so is Gang Beast, and I enjoyed that, so we'll see.
Yeah, we can try.
Project Cry, how are you doing? Any Halo? I don't think any Halo came out this year.
We forgot it.
Halo will be on. We'll be playing Halo, won't we? Should we try and finish Halo 1 in the 24-hour stream? I don't think we've got many hours left.
Yeah,
we'll definitely finish Halo 1. But no Halo games came out this year. I don't think. Was Halo Wars 2 this year though? I think it might have been.
Yeah, but I think he watched us play that.
Yeah. Halo Wars 2 was this year, but I didn't play it.
Soon enough, Kapow. Soon enough.
When can we see Melon's movie? I mean, yeah, let me. I can bring Melon's face on. Actually, I didn't think about that. For the 24-hour stream, we'll definitely play some Halo. Let me just bring up the thing so we can see Melon's face. How's it going, Blueberry? We're just. I'm just doing my. Just for clickclickplay.com, we're going to be doing the Game of the Year stuff on the 7th of January. And tomorrow I want to have my top 10 listed by then. So tomorrow I probably won't be streaming that much. I don't know. I need to work out how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I've sent you the link. Yeah, I really need to work out how to do this because I want to make it so that I want to have a video of my top 10 as well, rather than just an article, because nobody reads articles, but a video might be more interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably mess around with that, but that'll have to be off stream because when you can't record it and stream at the same time. I'll go through that. But I'll need to. So, how many games have we got now? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17 games. I thought
7 games you have to take off for good list.
This is not my good list. This is my very good list. I got rid of a few good games like Nier and Automata's gone. It's not even in my top. It's probably my top 20, but it's not in the top 17. Did you get my link?
No. Where?
I sent it on Discord.
I didn't. No. Is that it?
The latest. With 277 at the end?
Yeah.
There you go.
Perfect.
Risa's traveling to Porsgrunn.
That's he's going through Tensberg then.
Oh.
Or she, I don't know.
Yeah, Krisad. What gender do you identify as?
Probably a cat.
Okay, you all saw Melon for a second there. Oh, you're on the wine as well. Me too. Where is he? There he is. There's Melon. Right.
Male. He's a male.
He's a male.
He works with Post.
Ah. Nice. Is that a joke or does he?
No, male.
Yeah.
Mailman. Post.
I get it. I got it.
Yeah.
Oh god, I've got to make this down to 10 and it's impossible. Looking at that, what's like my lowest game that I'm going to get rid of? It's a man-based. Assassin's Creed Origins is going to go because it didn't grip me till the end, and it feels like it's a really, really good Assassin's Creed, but I'm not a huge fan of Assassin's Creed games.
I'm sorry if I have talked too much shit about it.
About what, Assassin's Creed?
Yeah.
No, you've not. I played it. I really got into it and then stopped.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Assassin's Creed's gone.
Because I think I've nagged at you about it since you bought it.
No, did you play it?
No.
Oh, it was good though. It was like I've played a lot of Assassin's Creed games, but got bored nearly all the time really quickly.
Yeah. So it's actually a good one.
Yeah. Oh, looking at this, I don't know what game's good. I'm gonna lock in a few.
Was the DLC for Uncharted really good?
Pretty blue. Which one? The Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a standalone game, really, and it was brilliant. And they incorporated like an open world into a really linear Uncharted, like typical Uncharted story game, and it worked really well. But did it get a little bit boring? Like, because I went to get all these different things. Uncharted. I don't want to get rid of it just yet, but I'm going to go through a few games that are definitely going to be in my top 10. Breath of the Wild is definitely in there, as is Persona 5. I'm not doing it in any order, so this isn't like my top 10. Neo is definitely in there. Yakuza 0. Yeah, that's got to be in there. I love it. What Remains of Edith Finch?
I guess it's
Yeah, Edith Finch is definitely there. Wolfenstein 2 is great, and that's definitely in there. PUBG is definitely in there.
It is?
Yeah, yeah. PUBG. Yeah. I keep thinking, kind of toying with the idea of that being number 1, but I need to play it a bit more. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god, I've only got to take 3 from the rest.
I'm gonna leave soon, Colton. Don't worry.
No, he's gonna play some PUBG with me in a minute, but this is taking a lot longer than I thought. I was meant to finish this at 12 o'clock.
I noticed. It's like 40.
Last day of June.
3 minutes over.
I'm gonna get rid of last day of June because I think I expected more of it, but it was okay.
We have to be honest sometimes that little games, it's nothing bad about it, but when it's like a year like this, when it's so many big fucking great blockbusters.
I think it was 2014 when Shadow of Mordor came out, and that was people's game of the year. Like that, nearly every game that's on this list now would have been number 1 compared to on that year. It's just this year's been stupidly crazy.
It's bloody sick.
Yeah. I'm going to get rid of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe because it's not really new. It's new, that version, but it's Mario Kart 8, which came out a few years ago. But that game is the best driving game I played this year. I am going to get rid of... No, Super Mario Odyssey. No.
You can't.
I don't know. But it's like games that I enjoyed. Okay, games that I actually enjoyed every second of it. I'm getting rid of Horizon Zero Dawn. It's gone.
Tell me how good are you taking away Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yeah, I didn't like the world. And everyone's like, oh, it looks beautiful. It's like, graphically it looks amazing, but the world's just kind of, the colors palette's really weird. It's just a bit of brown and green, and like the parts of that game they're just kind of not pretty. But it just like, you can't make something have amazing graphics and be like, well, that's enough.
But the most important, did the world feel rich, or was it like really pretty but a bit poor?
It was pretty... No, I think the world was kind of rich. Like the monsters and stuff were in packs and stuff. That was beautiful, but it didn't feel I like that kind of an artistic games, and that didn't feel that artistic. It felt like someone has... And also I really hated the like the crafting stuff. There wasn't much crafting. Well, so there was too much crafting of stuff that I didn't really care about, and the menus and stuff where it had like Far Cry style where you increase the size of your pouch and your ammo, and most of the stuff that you use, or most of the stuff that you forage, or the weapons I didn't use because they weren't useful. I just kind of kept the same ones again and again. And also I compare it to other open world games like Red Dead Redemption. When I was playing Red Dead Redemption, I was like, this year I was playing it, and there was a time where it was kind of middle of the night, and I was standing in the middle of Mexico. I had to kind of go to another part of the map, and I just kind of looked around, and like the moon was shining off the ground, and the atmosphere, and there's a bit of music in the background, and like the atmosphere in that game is second to none. Like Red Dead Redemption is my
it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, I think it's the best game ever made. I know some people disagree, which is why for some reason The Last of Us is number 1 in the click to play. I mean, I fought for Red Dead Redemption to be number 1, but people preferred The Last of Us. But I don't know. Red Dead Redemption is something that I've never seen anyone beat in terms of atmosphere, including any of the games that are currently on this list.
Bloodborne.
Yeah. Bloodborne, it's a nice art style, I'll give it that.
But the fucking sound design?
Yeah.
I
haven't heard any sound on it.
Yeah, you have to try to play that once with really high volume. But enough about that.
Yeah, I will do. Bloodborne wins, says JP. Oh god, we've brought JP up. So how many have I got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I need to have 3 more. I need to keep 3 and get rid of 3. I'm gonna get rid of Resident Evil 7.
Can you tell me a little? I'm not gonna play it. Can you tell me a little about Night in the Woods?
Yeah, you're not gonna play it. It's a game. It's like a narrative game, but it's not weird because you go around the town. So it's not like open world because it's 2D, but you go like the same places you go to. It's not a very big world, but the writing is incredible. It's you play as a cat. I'm not sure why, but everyone's an animal.
Is
in
it
this.
like a Mario map where you can go where you want? Open world 2D?
Yeah, it is like that pretty much.
Yeah.
But you come back from university and it kind of and you're not sure why at first why you've come back, and it's just the writing's hilarious because you get there, you get off the train, and your parents thought you were there the day after, and they're just like, oh yeah, thanks for that, and like there's really like it's just written really well. There's comedy, it's really dark and like sarcastic humor a lot, but it's written like there are a bunch of 20-year-olds, and it's written how 20-year-olds do speak, or if slightly more adult like.
Yeah.
Whereas something like Life is Strange, I mean, I deleted that straight away, mainly because it's not how anybody that age speaks. But this is just written really well. I've got actually on YouTube, there's the full playthrough. It should be on there right now, or it might not have been. It might not have been approved just yet. Let's see if it's gone up yet. Nope, it's not. But very soon on the uploads in Twitch, youtube.com/BiggusBennus, you'll be able to see the playthrough of that. I'd give it a go just to watch it for a bit because it's really funny.
Yeah. No, I did watch a lot of the stream, but I was
and it's kind of, I thought for a moment that the main focus was on this person's mental health, and that all this backstory and all this mystery was going to be a figment of their imagination and all that stuff. But spoiler alert, at the end, no, it is like a mystery. It's just a mystery where they use that, okay, this person and these people everyone's got issues, and their issues are out there and you can see them. It's really realistic. And like, yeah, these two people, they're kind of arguing. They're in a, like when you see this couple arguing, you kind of feel a bit sad for them. And when the one person's really mad at you, you're like, oh, fuck them. But then a little bit later, you come round to them and you see why they were angry. It's a really realistic game, but it has a really good written. But it has a mystery to solve, a really bizarre mystery, which I liked. So, I mean, Night in the Woods, I'm going to blue that because that was.
I think I have been spoiled of the story once.
Which one? Well, like they've told you what happens.
Yeah, I've seen it on YouTube.
The Murder Death Cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I thought for a moment I kept thinking that was going to be something that would like not be real, and I found out, oh, it's her thinking, and like, oh no, actually, it is kind of a strange little death cult, and the Turker Gerbs is those type of people, which is extra funny. Brexit supporters, so there's like a murder death cult of Brexit voters, and
perfect.
And then I was like, oh yeah, not everything is about. I've been kind of spoiled with some games that are just all about mental health, which like Rime, Edith Finch, some games that like really just like that's the main characteristic of the game. Whereas Night in the Woods, you think it is. I thought it was just because of how most of those games do, but no, there is like a cool mystery, and it's kind of separate to that. But she thinks that it's maybe a bit of imagination, but no. So that Night in the Woods is on there. So that means I need to choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 from the 5. I've got Resident Evil 7, Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, Divinity: Original Sin 2, Super Mario Odyssey, and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Okay, games that I enjoy. It's not necessarily what I think is the best game, and what, because I think when we do the click play top games of the year, I would fight for some games here. Like, I would fight for Divinity to be on that list. Because I
Yeah.
know that there's probably a lot
Jordan
more.
will too.
And Jordan will fight for that. And I'll happily have that in the top 10. But for me, I got a bit bored of it. And I need to sit down and play it, maybe off stream, just to read through it all.
Yeah.
That's gone. Divinity's gone.
Sad but true.
Yeah. And games I enjoy and really enjoyed. Super Mario Odyssey. I really enjoy that. I'm going to blue that. Because I just had a lot of fun.
I thought you meant you're going to blue it away.
No, Super Mario Odyssey is really, really good game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, Resident Evil 7, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and Uncharted: The Lost Legacy. It's not going to be Xenoblade.
Can I ask you this? Is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, is it better than an Uncharted 4 and 2?
Oh, Miko, it's not ordered. I'm just getting my final 10. These are just ordered in release date. Is it better than Uncharted? I think it is. And I like that they.
Yes.
I think Uncharted is better than Uncharted Lost Legacy is better than 4. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not because. Or is it better? Or is it a little bit different? I like that it's different. That they had an open world section, and the ending's just amazing. At the end, you just I finished that. I finished that game covered in my own cum. It was just like wow, an explosion of just amazingness, and I loved every second of it.
Wow.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, yeah, I'm not going to include that, even though I love that game and I think it's got the potential to be an amazing game for me when I finish it. But nothing stands out for it that makes it there are loads of kind of JRPG games. What did you just say? I didn't really, JP. It was a figure of speech. JP was streaming earlier.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, I didn't
see the stream, but I saw that he has drum.
Go and give JP a follow. I want to see it. We need to see him on cam though. Because otherwise we think, he's still that 6-year-old man.
Yeah, but I don't think old people like that know how to handle a cam.
No. What's all this webcam? So now that gives me Resident Evil 7 or Uncharted though. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep Resident Evil. Purely for the fact that it's the best VR game ever made. The scariest, but like it's a full game that's fully in VR. It's amazing. Also, it's kind of a really old school horror game that's got a really interesting story that I'm really enjoying. I'm thinking if there's any other game because those two games are so good. Because I was thinking, maybe Night in the Woods, but then no, though Night in the Woods I'd rather replay over both of those. But which ones did I enjoy the most? I don't know if I enjoyed playing Resident Evil 7. No. Yeah. Yeah, I'll get rid of Uncharted. That's it. It's gone. Difficult. Uncharted so good.
I got your tweet now.
Which one?
About this stream.
Oh, no, I'm glad you I'll give JP a follow. Do I not follow you, JP? Oh, I only follow the best. There we go. I followed you.
I do follow you, I think.
No, I didn't follow him. I do now.
I'm sorry if I don't follow. I will do.
So tomorrow, I will be deciding. Oh, that's gonna be even harder. Deciding my top 10. Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Yakuza 0. Just check that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Resident Evil 7, Yakuza 0, Neo, Night in the Woods, Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Persona 5, What Remains of Edith Finch, Wolfenstein 2, Super Mario Odyssey, and PUBG. And that's going to be so much fun making that list. It's going to be impossible. Okay. that's my top 10. Tomorrow, off the stream, I will be putting those in a list. And I'll make a video of it. In fact, I'll put the video first on YouTube. You're a cool guy. So guys, if you want to... Oh, no, that's not how to spell YouTube.
YouTuber.
There we go. If you...
This is the Mexican one.
I will put it on YouTube before anywhere else, and then I'll do a stream and I'll have the top 10 countdown at the start of that. But make sure you subscribe on YouTube. That's where it'll go first, and then it'll go on my stream, and then I'll stick it on Click Play and on Twitch uploads. That's going to be so hard. I don't know. That's another reason I'm going to play all the games tomorrow for maybe 15-20 minutes just to remind myself how good they are. Nah. Yeah, I have no idea what game I enjoyed the most out of all those, so I'll have to remind myself. Okay.
I can tell you.
Yeah, which one?
But not now.
Okay. You're going to do your top 10, Melon? Because you've played quite a few.
Yeah. Am I allowed to have games on the list that I haven't played?
That's a bit... Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you've watched games, you could have that as your most enjoyable. No, if you've watched, which ones are you going to put up? Which ones have you seen that you think is in your top 10?
Can I have a list without Zelda?
Yeah, of course you can have a list without Zelda. Have you seen Zelda?
Oh yeah.
Not your cup of tea.
No, it is, but I can't play it.
No. Oh, but you mean like you want Zelda on the list or not on the list?
No, I want it on the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wish you could play it. I've got a Wii U here. I could have brought it to you and just given you it and let you play it on the Wii U.
Can't you just...
I'll just pass you it here. Yeah,
Am I going the wrong way again?
No, you got the right way this time. Zelda is such a good game. But okay, so that's tomorrow. I'm gonna... Right then, I'm gonna tweet this out so I don't forget it. Zelda is definitely in the top 10 games of the year. So...
But we're not saying that the Zelda is... Miko is really afraid that we're gonna leave out Zelda. You don't have to be scared of that. But oh my god, Finding Paradise.
Yeah.
I can't. What's the word?
Can't believe it.
No. Recommend it.
Yeah.
Any more? It's
okay.
So good.
Tweeted it out. Should we play some PUBG?
Yeah, let's PUBG it.
PUBG it up. Boom. Let's get Mellum on here.
I'm watching you, Mellum.
Let me just bring up everything. So I need to change the game over to Player Unknowns. Could be the game of my game of the year.